Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, this is another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare commentary, and this is your boy, that's the Tru Inferno, back at it with another episode. Now, for the past, 3 to 4 weeks, I have been putting topics on hold because of stuff that's been happening to me in real life, because of breaking news that's been coming across my way, and more news is coming across my way for the past few days. So, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, I have to say that I'm still gonna bring y'all that topic that I promised y'all from last week. Yes, finally, I'm gonna bring that topic up. Now, the surprise I have for you next week, I may put that back on hold because of a topic or two that came across my way that I want to talk about. But I don't know, we have to wait and see. Now, the topic that I've been putting back on hold for many weeks now, that I'm about to talk about now, is standards. Now, before I get into standards, let me set the stage for the origins of this topic. Now, as going back to my why guys and girls can't be friends video, I told y'all the origins of that story, and you know, it's the same way. You know, here's the actually no, I never told. No, the origins wasn't the same. The backstory started from when I was making that Why Guys and Girls Can't Be Friends video. So it was that same week, actually that same day. So what happened was this. Actually, I was talking to these two chicks. This was weeks ago. One of them is a current co-worker of mine. The other one is a former co-worker of mine. So we were just talking about random stuff, but they were just talking about movies and actors and actresses. Now, y'all know me regarding back to my arrogance / sports versus entertainment video. I'm not much of an actors and actress type of guy. You know, I don't know I'm not even close to knowing every actor and actress in the world, whatever. So, I was just sitting there listening. And then my current co-worker said that her boyfriend have a man crush on an actor. Now, I know her boyfriend from affiliation from her, but so I said the following. I was like, okay, me and your boyfriend, we need to have a little discussion about that. So the two girls look at me like, right, what's the problem? I'm like, he should not be having a man crush. And they look at me like, what's wrong with that? I'm like, no guy should not be having a man crush. And then they disagree with me. Like, oh, there's nothing wrong with a guy having a man crush. I'm like, yes, there is. So then what did she say? She said, then she used, you know, when it comes down to what guys can and can't do, and you get in that debate with girls, there's two arguments that the girls want to use in their favor. The first one is, oh, it's okay for a girl to do this, but not okay for a guy to do it. So in this case, oh, it's okay for girls to have girl crushes, but it's not okay for guys to have guy crushes. And I said, yeah, that's like how it works, because guys and girls have different standards. And then the second argument will lead me to the second argument that girls like to use in scenarios like this. Oh, that's sexist. And I'm like, no, I can't be sexist against my own. You know what I'm saying? I can be sexist towards the opposite sex, the opposite gender rather, but not against my own. There's no way. So as the debate continues, my current coworker went to say, there's nothing wrong for a guy to look at another guy and say, oh, he's handsome or he's good looking, things like that. I'm like, yes it is. So we get into another debate about that. So this conversation carried over when my manager or supervisor rather showed up, and I asked him these two questions. Is it okay for a guy to have a man crush? And he was like, maybe, possibly. I mean, but not maybe, possibly. No, I don't think so. So basically he was hesitant. It was a hesitant no. And then when I asked him, okay, do you think it's okay for a guy to look at another guy and say, oh, he's handsome, he's good looking? And again, he was like, yeah, it's okay. Again, he was hesitant. So then the next day, I'm talking to another chick about the same topic, and she agreed with me to the fault about the whole, a guy should not look at another guy and call him handsome or cute or whatever. But she think it's no big deal for a guy to have a man crush on another guy. So then I talked to another supervisor of mine. Now, unlike the first supervisor, this one was black / African American. So I'm asking him, is it okay for a guy to have a man crush? And he just flat out, no hesitation, just flat out said, no, it's not okay. And I'm like, yes, thank you. And then I asked him the second part, is it okay for guys to look at another guy and say, oh, he's cute, or not he's cute, he's handsome, he's good looking. And he said, no, but to a degree. It depends on how you word it. He said, if you look at a guy and say, okay, I can see why girls would fall for him, or how he could pick up chicks and things like that, then it's okay. But to say, oh, he's handsome, he's good looking, no, there's something wrong with that. And then I asked my boy this, he basically said the same thing, and I made a discovery from asking these guys these two questions, which I will get to in a future Man Be Man video. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So now let's get back to this topic of standards. Yes, there is different standards as far as guys and girls. Cause let me set the record straight. History states that throughout history, it have always been, you know, perceived as a man's world. You know, man was the dominant gender. I'm not saying that's true. That's what history says. And, you know, whether history is wrong or correct, that's another story for another day. Me, I'm all about equal opportunity. I'm all about individuality. I'm all about fair share. So for me, for anybody come up to me and say, "Oh, man is the better, you know, is better than women," I won't go with that. Cause I'm in favor of, yeah, a girl can do whatever it is a guy can do, and I truly believe that there's some girls out there that can do things better than some guys. You know, I have no problem admitting that because that's how it is. That's how the world is nowadays. But let's get it straight. It have always been the girl scratching, crawling, fighting to get up to the level of the guy, and in some cases surpass the level of the guy. So in other words, it have always been the girl working hard to reach the standards of the guy. Never in history was it at a point where it's the guy fighting, scratching, or crawling to work up, or in this case, work down to reach a girl's standard. Now that's wrong to be to say, but I'm going by history here. But yeah, no. So there's that fact right there. And the second thing is, girls can get away with so much than what guys can get away with. So for example, two girls can kiss each other in public. And it don't matter what gender you are. You could be a girl, you could be a guy. You may think, oh, that's beautiful, that's sexy, that's hot. And when we look at those two girls and say, oh, they're, you know, lesbians or they're bi. I mean, now unless it's plain obvious, then, you know, otherwise no. I mean, girls could kiss each other, they could hug each other, they could grab each other boobs, they could do freaky stuff to one another, you know, and that don't mean they're gay, not gay. That don't mean they're lesbian, that don't mean they're bi, or they should be looked at any differently. I mean, you know, cause based off of Japan and anime, that joint happens all the time, but none of them are in those types of relationships. But if a guy try to do crap like that to another guy, no, that is frowned upon. Unless those two guys are flat out openly gay, then I guess that's different by society nowadays. But if they try to pretend they're straight, but yet do that freaky stuff to one another, no, that is frowned upon. No, you know, they can't get away with that. Another thing that girls can get away with that guys can't is their appearance. You know, girls can get away with wearing tight jeans, you know, and things in makeup and things of that nature. Guys can't necessarily get away with that. Now y'all may say, oh, what about the actors and TV stars? Now that type of makeup is different. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I mean the standards are obviously different. So you know, so when I say that guys can't do certain things but girls can, it's not me saying, oh, I'm being sexist towards my own kind. No, it's basically mean that girls can get away with more stuff than guys. You know, now is that a good thing or a bad thing? No, I'm not complaining. I'm just stating the facts. That guys and girls have different standards for one another. And you know, it should, I wouldn't say it should be addressed, but it should be acknowledged. And it's kind of funny how a girl will argue on behalf of a guy when a guy is saying, no, guys shouldn't do this, no, guys shouldn't do that. You know, and whatever the case may be, because the girls are not gaining anything, you know, from this argument. There's nothing for them to gain. And there's nothing. So I don't get why they would have this argument to begin with. Now, it's one thing if I was saying, oh, girls can't do this, girls can't do that. That's different. That's completely different. And for the record, I would never say that. But, because girls can do a lot. You know, they can do a lot and get away with a lot. But for guys, the standards are different. So yeah, you know, that's the video right there. Next review, I don't know what I'm gonna do for next week video. Either I'm gonna go with the surprise or go with one of 2 or 3 topics. And yeah, there you see I was playing with my boy Ace Boy 30. I had an okay game. I had more deaths and kills though, unfortunately, but whatever. Now the single is out, Above Them All. You are listening to it right now off our upcoming beat album, Smooth and Sophisticated. The album comes out June the 16th, but the single is out now. You can click on a box in the upper right corner to listen to the single on YouTube, or you go to trueinferno.bandcamp.com to purchase the single for just $1. That's it, and you can get the single. This is Gene Ryan II saying peace out, y'all, and catch y'all next time.